Southern Woods and Waters TV. That's where you want to be. Foggy mornings in the field, come the creek with rod and reel, doing what we love in Tennessee. Patriot Demolition presents Southern Woods and Waters with Hugh McNaughton and Brandon Dowdy. Also being brought to you by Sniper Hunting Products, Deer 30 Minerals, Candy Fork Outdoors, Weststone Cry-Like Realtors, TWRA, Capital Sportsman, Nashville Marine, Davidson Farmers Co-op, Courtney's Restaurant and Catering, Mowing and More, CVA, Wilson Bacon Trust, Flowers Processing and Garden Center, X-Out Odor Products, and Hunter Up.
All right, welcome everyone. I'm Hugh McNaughton.
And I'm Brandon Dowdy.
And we are
Southern Woods and Waters.
Again, I tell you what, we just love this thing.
Yeah, it's just as fun every week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's even funner. I mean, we're getting down to, Christmas time, Santa Claus. And
we are. And
if y'all quit shooting all the reindeer, we might get a delivery or two.
we hadn't shot all the reindeers. We don't hunt reindeer, just whitetail.
Well, who do you think subs in for the reindeer? Look at this.
Yeah, man.
We've been promising this for a while.
Yeah, we were going to talk tonight about cull bucks and shooting these cull bucks off your farm when you get the bad genetics in there.
Yeah, bad genetics. That's what's really bad. But we've been excited to do this show.
We have. Tonight we've got a good long-time friend of mine with us tonight. His name's Steven Eldridge, and he shot this deer back in November, in muzzleloader season, in East Tennessee, and it's caused quite a stir. You've seen several posts have shown up online about it. People have talked about it, and this, that, and the other. So
some people still say it's still out there walking.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of like Elvis, he's still alive somewhere, right?
He's twerking somewhere.
but anyhow, man, I mean, this is just this is a once in a lifetime deer sitting here in front of us.
Yeah.
Taking right here.
If he does any better than this, we're going to cut him.
Yeah, that's right. I tell you what, he's been hunting hard since.
He's been hunting hard. That's right.
This man's a hunter. But anyhow, I want to go ahead and introduce him now. Steven, we appreciate you being on with us tonight.
Thank you so much for being here, Steven.
And like I say, I've known Steven a long time. We've hunted together. We went to college together, and here it is. We've talked back and forth about this deer now for a couple of years.
He's fixing to teach you all he knows about deer hunting.
Hey man, this man knows it. And pictures back and forth. He'd send me a picture and check this deer out. Starting a couple of years ago, I guess.
Yeah, it's been going on. I've been getting pictures of him for about going on 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah. Because I remember when you were first sending them, you were like, man, look at this. I think it was a 3-year-old at the time. And he was like, dude, this is going to be a special deer. And I was like, yeah, he is. Because, at that point, he was probably 140-ish, and just beautiful. And each year, he just went on. And how old is he now?
6.5.
That's what happens. When
you let them grow.
When they get to 6.5, that's what happens. And so he's a massive deer, and so we're going to learn a lot more about him tonight. Just a little bit about the story, how Steven's watched him over time, how the deer's grown, just all the way down to shooting him, and me getting that call.
Yeah, and but you got to know. To start it off with, we got to know. If he's seen him for the last 2 or 3 or 4 years on trail cameras, my goodness, that says a lot about your hunting place and about how you hunt right there, that you've categorized him all through the years and watched him grow and watched him produce, and and you got neighbors. Everybody's got neighbors. For it to be, it's just darn near a miracle, that he got to go to 6.5, because let me tell you something. 2 years ago, he'd have been shot. I got news for you.
Yeah.
Especially in East Tennessee. Those people don't get to see very many big ones.
No, you know, and you hear all the time where they can't grow them like that in East Tennessee. They don't get big like that in East Tennessee.
Well, they do.
I'm like, you know, they can get just as old there as they can get here or anywhere else. But, you know, Steven works hard at it. He's not just somebody that went out and got lucky one day and a big deer walked out. I mean, you're talking food plot programs, the scent elimination. I mean, you know, from top to bottom, everything covered. And this might happen once in a while to somebody by pure luck, but it doesn't happen to somebody on a year in and year out basis without there being something to it. And this is the biggest one that he has shot, but it is definitely not the only big one. So, so anyhow, I'm looking forward to learning more about it tonight.
It's massive anyway, Steven. It's huge. I got the questions I have for you are, first of all, I mean, to chase this one for 4 or 5 years is a feat in itself. But what do you attribute it to? Do you attribute it to butt in stand time or trail cameras or food? I mean, where do you get the emphasis?
Combination of all kinds of things. A lot of hard work, a lot of scouting, going through hours of trail cameras, preparation with food plots, from mineral to supplements with feed, and it's just a number of things, and being patient.
So you actually hunted this deer 365 days?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I deer hunt 365 days a year.
I say that, and they give me a hard time. They say that's illegal. I say, look, I don't shoot 365 days. I just deer hunt 365 days.
I enjoy growing them as much as hunting them.
That's right, man.
Well, especially when the outcome looks like this, I would be tickled to death. You bet. Well, I tell you what, we're gonna. You want to take a break real quick?
Yeah, we do. But I do want to go ahead and just tell everybody, get over there and follow us on Facebook. Make sure to get over there and join us. Got a lot of things going on over there, and you know, a lot of things to follow with us. And of course, our Christmas giveaway ran all the way up until this past week, and that's going to be coming up on our show next week. So there's a lot going on. Get over there and follow us on Facebook and keep up with everything there.
We're trying to come up with a spring program too.
We are. We're working on a little. Might have a little fishing something for you going on.
We'd like to have about 4 good giveaways a year.
That's right.
And this was a really nice giveaway time.
It was.
We're gonna make. Well, we already know who they are, but we ain't lived it out.
We can't tell you.
We ain't telling. But we made 3 people. We're gonna make top of their Christmas list, I promise you.
Well, we're going to go ahead and do our weekly wild game forecast.
That's right.
This week's weekly wild game forecast is being brought to you by Wilson Bank and Trust, and we just want to thank those guys for everything they do. Just such a fantastic institution. Regardless of what you need, if you need to talk to them about opening an account, financing, anything, them guys cover everything. So be sure to get down there and contact them. They're all over the place. You can find them up and down Wilson County, Davidson County, Rutherford. So give them guys a call.
They're strong. Look at all the buildings going up. It's being financed by Wilson Bank and Trust.
They're just
it's awesome.
You can get that small town service, but then get any kind of get the big bank services.
You're not going to tap them out.
That's right.
Because they're in good shape.
You know, as far as forecast goes this week, I've seen a little bit of chasing again.
Today?
Yeah, today. You know, the last couple of weeks they've been kind of locked down. Especially our older deer just weren't moving. You know, they were locked down on does. But just today, man, picture after picture after picture on our general of bucks chasing does. So that time's coming around. They're starting to get after it again.
And don't you think it's going to be all the month of December too?
It is, and it always is. A lot of people say, "Well, it's over."
No,
it's nowhere near over.
No, they'll do it till all of them are bred.
They will.
They will. I promise. So that's a great report there. Fishing wise, let me tell you something. The crappie are tearing it up. If you want to go catch a lot of crappie and put them in the freezer, Reelfoot Lake, big hit this week. They are catching them hand over fist and catching big ones, not just your little dinks. They're catching big ones. Check them out, Billy Blakely over at Blue Bank Resort in Hornby Tennessee. Also, got a good report for Chris Snow. Chris Snow says that Center Hill's coming alive again for the brown fish. So get ready for the smallmouth. Good methods, float and fly. And we got 2 products of the week we're going to show you that they're really hammering on. So get ready for that. Also, Dale Hall, I understand, is float and fly. Percy Priest, they're catching them right off those big main points. Some big, nice browns and some largemouth too. Also, crappie fishing's picked up on Percy Priest. Crappie fishing again is picked up on Old Hickory Lake. Some of the boat docks that are sitting in 12 to 17 foot of water, that would be what I'd be targeting, because that's where they are right now. So we hope that helps you out this weekend. Remember, get out there and enjoy what God has created for us to enjoy. Get out there and carry somebody with you this time. And don't just hog it all for yourself. All right, we'll be right back with more of Southern Woods and Waters.